As unexpected as 2020 was for the whole world, St. Paul's was still able to pursue some exciting opportunities. In January, we began Fellowship Friends, connecting people to new friends in the congregation through fun events. We held a couple monthly family faith nights, a faith formation model that has continued in a different form since the pandemic. We added a fourth choral scholar to our choir, which ended up being of unexpectedly great benefit after choral music making went virtual. Our last big in-person event was the youth's annual Italian Cafe. Who knew it would be our last chance to enjoy each other's company? The very next week, on the third Sunday in Lent, we suddenly found ourselves shutting down all in-person operations. Thanks to Scott Conderman and our creative staff, we quickly transitioned to holding all worship as an online live stream. That first week was bare bones, basically the pastor in front of a computer. But we have since grown the operation, adding cameras, microphones, and new technology, and are continually thinking of new ways to lean into this medium to continue making worship engaging and meaningful during a time so riddled with anxiety and discouragement. We have made extra effort to engage children in this live stream through use of puppets, creation of worship kits with different items to help them worship in a way that makes sense to them, and encouraging the creation of home altars. Worship at home sure looks different, but people are finding ways to make it meaningful. In June, we bid farewell to our wonderful music director, Caroline Robinson, as she graduated from Eastman and got a job in Atlanta. And we welcomed new music director, Jonathan Madden. Jonathan has brought great energy and creativity to online worship in the effort to make music in our current context. We introduced him to the congregation in a fun event that may become annual, Porch Jams. Even Pittsford's mayor showed up and promoted our event on his Facebook page. John has brought a knowledge and interest in making virtual music, making possible everything from choral anthems to Christmas caroling to a pretty great rendition of Go Tell It on the Mountain with our children. In additional attempts to keep folks connected, we began offering midweek worship and faith formation opportunities, weekly Wednesday reflections over Facebook Live, as well as weekly outdoor prayer services. These have offered folks a chance to delve deeper into the music or scripture of the week, reflect on current events, and engage in prayer together. We also offered a couple opportunities to receive communion safely in the parking lot. Sunday school and Bible studies continue once a month, and confirmation instruction has been in partnership with the Genesee Finger Lakes Conference, meeting as a large group over Zoom. With the building standing mostly empty, we've had the chance to address some major property projects. We put a new roof on the office building, painted all the doors, and rebuilt the deteriorating Washington porch. We have also invested time and money into improving our Wi-Fi and connectivity, as we plan to continue offering a live stream even after we can be back in person. Thanks to Jeremy Wyatt for lending his expertise in this area. We have had to think creatively about new ways to love our neighbor during this time, but St. Paul's has stepped up to the task. We've held numerous collections for our various ministry partners and given generously to local organizations who are tirelessly working to serve the increased pandemic-related needs in our community. Our Dorcas Rachel Women's Group has stayed connected, meeting in person as possible, and completing multiple service projects. And the LYO has continued meeting online, with occasional opportunities to serve in person, such as at Loop Ministries. Our biggest service project of the year, the God's Work Our Hands project, included numerous collections, as well as the only in-person Sunday service we have held since March, an outdoor service at Genesee Valley Park. A chance to receive communion, joyfully play instruments along with hymns, and just be together was a much-needed boost, even in the pouring rain. Even with everything the world has endured this year, St. Paul's has in many ways flourished. We welcomed a new seminarian intern, Lisa Frowens, who has been learning about ministry through conversation with members, leading worship, and helping dream and plan our various offerings. We've had several baptisms and added any new members to our community. We have reached out to members in need and sent weekly bulletins to those without internet access. We have grieved with those who grieve, even from afar. We held an outdoor rally day event, singing songs and framing this strange new school year in faith. We have thought outside of the box to creatively solve issues as they arise, and most importantly, we have never stopped loving God and one another. With thanks for the faith and wisdom of our 2020 Council, as well as our various committees, we have continued to be Christ's church during this pandemic. We look forward to when we can feel one another's energy in the same space once again, and we anticipate some spirit-led reflection in the coming year on what we have learned during this time and how we are called to be the church in the world. The Council invites you into these conversations as they happen. We are the church together. May God's peace be with us in 2021 and always.